Happy Wednesday? It's hard to keep track. Hair's a little funky today. I guess maybe it's the weather. I don't know. It's a little humid out here. Dogs are outside. Cats watching the dogs outside. It's just a zoo sometimes. Hey, have you updated to the latest version of Zoom? Have you done that? Do you know how to do that? How about this? Check for updates. Boom. Look at that. 5.10.1. Why is that important? Why is it important to get onto the latest and greatest update? It's because you get the coolest features. Here's one of them. We just came out with this one. Let's just look for it. Let's just look for folder. Folders for grouping chats and channels. What could that possibly mean? You now, as a Zoom chat user, by the way, the most underrated tool in the Zoom arsenal, Zoom chat, can now declutter your sidebar and find conversations based on a topic. What does that even mean, you might say? Well, check this out. First of all, my favorite annotation tool, the Vanishing Pen. Boop. Watch. Ta-da! But look over here, most importantly, on your sidebar. This area right here, this is your sidebar in the Zoom vernacular. Up here, once you upgrade to 5.10.1, you get a new little icon that says Create a Folder. Why is that important? Because now you can organize the hundreds of channels and hundreds of chats that you have in a fashion that makes sense to you. I'll give you an example. Let's create a folder called Compete. As you can imagine, we do a lot of competing here at Zoom. Well, now watch what happens. Now that I've created that channel that says Compete, created that folder that says Compete, let's look what else I can do. Look at these down here, right? Look at these categories down here. Ring Central Compete, Cisco Compete, Microsoft Compete. Look at that, Ring Central is actually private. Yes, we have private channels. Another topic for another day. Now, amongst the channels that you have in chat, as well as any chat, whatever tool you're using, Slack, Teams, WebEx, honestly, Zoom, you get inundated with channels. And you are belonging to hundreds, if not thousands, of different channels. And how do you organize them in some sort of manner that makes sense? I can't spit that out. I might spend most of my time in compete sessions, compete channels, compete meetings. So it makes sense to organize all my competes into one folder. I just created a folder called Compete. You just saw me do it. Now watch what happens. I can now drag these into Compete. And what that allows me to do is organize all my competes into one folder. Pretty cool. Now, if I have thousands of different channels and thousands of different chats that I'm in, I can literally go up to the very top, write in my Compete folder, and be able to literally look at all these channels at one window. What if I want to create a folder called just Fun, right? Fun stuff. Maybe I belong to some fun stuff. Like maybe I belong to Jeeps and other 4x4s. And I want to throw that in the fun stuff. Maybe I belong to a Harley Davidson fun channel. I can organize those too. You can organize this in any way you see fit that makes sense for you. Maybe you're in HR and maybe you're part of the benefits team. You want to create a benefits folder to create all your benefit chats and channels there. Do it. Maybe you're in legal and you have e-discovery stuff that you need to take care of. And you want to keep all that stuff in one organized place. Perfect time to create a Zoom chat folder. Again, upgrade your Zoom client to 5.10.1 or tell your IT admins to do it. You will then enable the create a folder option and be able to organize your Zoom chats accordingly. So how cool is that? By the way, a bunch of more cool stuff that's coming out in that release. I will be having videos accordingly. But feel free, if you're a nerd like me, to read the release notes and see what came out in the latest version. The latest version of Zoom. Exciting stuff. Talk about completing a UCaaS stack, right? Zoom has already completed perfected meetings and perfected webinars and perfected Zoom events, perfected virtual events, perfected breakout rooms, perfected conferencing rooms, perfected phone. Now, looks like Zoom perfecting collaboration, perfecting chat. Throw that all together. What do you get? A complete UCaaS stack, a complete UCaaS solution. Then you throw in call center. What? It keeps getting better. Zoom is more than meetings, everyone. Zoom is far more than meetings. It is a very, if not the most powerful UCaaS tool in anybody's arsenal. All right? I hope you enjoyed that. Happy Wednesday yet again.